and we won't have universal basic income, we'll have universal high income to create a future of abundance where there is no scarcity of goods and services. But it is somewhat of the magic genie problem, where if you have a magic genie that can grant all the wishes, usually those stories don't end well. Be careful what you wish for.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. Now, guys, I told you in 2023 in the first quarter, we would get an event. And now we have the banking collapse, which the master magicians pulled off the perfect distraction. And at the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, guys, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, the markets will still pump and dump until we get that next crisis. Guys, we know they're going to pull that rug. And all we have to do is watch the Fed to know exactly when that's about to happen. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, we have Bitcoin and crypto flat. We have stocks moving up, and we can clearly look at the indicators and see why. Now, this article states Bitcoin could reach 47,000 by the end of November. And do I believe that? No, I don't. Because, guys, we know this is a fake rally. But we are running into open interest this weekend, so we do know Bitcoin and crypto are going to move up. But I definitely see more altcoins making a move rather than Bitcoin. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And guys, the big news last night, we have the Bankman found guilty. And guys, they moved that trial right on along. And we know it was for a reason. We do know an appeal will come up. I think he has to wait about 3 months for sentencing. But don't forget, this is all a movie. I was waiting to see the articles written about him. This one states, what's next for crypto king Sam Bankman-Fried? And guys, if that was me doing the same crime, these mainstream news articles would not be so nice. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget about the actual indicators. We have yield rates which are dropping. And they have dropped over 50 basis points this week. And that's when I say fake rally. And remember, this whole system is being ran by an algorithm. They can see all the shorts that we're in. They're trying to clear them on out. But you can clearly see the holes in the economy. And I'm going to go over that in the second video. But we have the dollar down also. And if the yield rates are down, dollar down, guys, that's great for markets. And then we have volume and crypto right now is down. We have Tether, USDC. And then we have the Fed, repo at $1 trillion. And we had the Fed and the other big central banks pause on interest rates. But we're seeing the bond market doing the work for the Fed. And we got the jobs report today. And we see unemployment is rising. And we know if you're unemployed and you're not getting unemployment benefits, you're not even included in the actual numbers. So guys, we know this is wrong. So if they're saying 4% unemployment, we know it's more like 10%. So we definitely see the consumer hurting going in towards the holidays. And the holidays numbers are going to show us everything. And Walmart reporting is going to be very important also. But what was scary about Fed Jerome Powell speaking, he was asked about the drums of beating, and he acted like it's not going to have any effect. And that lets us know something is big around the corner. And we know it's going to set up for the building of the fourth industrial revolution. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget about Grayscale, sent about $27.5 billion. But getting over into a little crypto news, we have BitGo and Copper combined crypto custody settlement networks. So a trader can keep their assets in cold storage and access Bybit, OKEx, PowerTrade, BitGet, Gate.io, Deribit, Bitfinex, and Bitstamp. And guys, we know whoever makes it seamless is definitely the winner. Now we have Abu Dhabi pioneers DLT regulation for DAOs and Web3 innovation. And we see the Middle East moving away from America over to China. And we know why. Because China is going to be leading the fourth industrial revolution. And we also see that in the Middle East. We see the metaverse. We see the tokenization. We see the 15-minute cities. And like Brad Garlinghouse talked about, Terra DAO was a great concept. And we know DAOs are definitely the future. But Do Kwon's Terra was used as a scapegoat for them to start the banking crisis. Remember, guys, with all this technology, these small and medium-sized banks are not going to survive. Remember, the banking system that we have right now is fee-based. With all this technology, it takes the fees out. real-time settlement. It opens up trillions of dollars of liquidity. You no longer have to trust anyone. Is already verified on blockchain. Now we have Universal Music releases Beatles' last song with the help of AI, extracted John Lennon's voice using machine learning tool. And we know John Lennon is rolling over in his grave. And we know technology can be used for good or evil. And whose hand is this technology in? We've seen enough cartoons and Marvel movies to see how this ends. And speaking of the ending to this movie, we have Technology Secretary announces investment boost, making British AI supercomputers 30 times more powerful. And what did Elon say? Once you let the genie out the bottle, you can't let it in. And guys, you know I did a whole video on the genie, the djinn, the real meaning. You have the Disney movie. You had the little show I Dream of Genie, one of my favorite shows, but a lot of people don't know the true meaning. The jinn or jinn, you're dealing with spirits of the good and evil, and the powers on that demonic spirit in order to gain power over the world. Guys, I know it sounds like a movie, but remember, your life is an illusion and TV is your reality. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But guys, that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Xrp, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.